choice. It's like you can always choose. There's always
and that's
something
the problem
else.
with relationships right now.
Yeah. Actually, that is 100% the problem. It's always like, you think you do one wrong thing, you're out. You find out on Instagram you've been dumped.
You find out. We will notify you via Instagram.
We will notify you that you have been blocked. Yeah. Hey guys, Murugi Munyi here.
It's Lydia KM.
And we're back again with another episode of
The Messy In Between.
It's definitely TMI. Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing, babe? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
You look fantastic.
Thank you so much.
So do you. Fantastic. Like, wow.
Guys, I know you can't see her. You can't see her, but oh my god.
This is my first episode. I'm shooting post-lipo. Oh my god.
Guys,
I'm so proud of myself.
Literally, because I see her up close. It's crazy. It's crazy. That I'm just gonna say that. It's crazy.
Going to say that. A big reveal at some point on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let's just say. So if you're listening on a podcast platform, maybe go on YouTube just like for this episode, to see and look at Lydia's new hair. We love it.
Only for now, guys.
Yeah.
Whew.
You can't be poor and have this kind of hair. By the way,
Right?
it doesn't. There's something about it that just says
you
well.
gotta always have makeup. You think I can be seen on camera? On camera here.
So did you take the black one? Are you taking the black one home?
No, the black one is mine.
Oh,
it's
good.
just like I'll be
Fine.
changing for some shoots.
Yeah. Hey, this one.
This is high level stuff. This
One, you cannot not have makeup on. It's kind of like also when you have like short hair, because when you have short hair, you feel like you need like
I think
makeup.
it's this colored hair.
Yeah, there's
not
something.
Forgiving.
There's just something. But anyway, you look like a bombshell.
Thank you so deep.
Anyway, guys, welcome to this episode. We're so excited to be here. We hope you guys enjoyed our last one. That was the Q&A, right?
Yeah.
It was deep.
It was deep.
It
and
was
the
deep.
questions.
I know. They were. Yeah, but we love the feedback and we'll be shouting out some of you guys later on in the episode. But in today's episode, we wanted to chat about something that we saw on the internet. We are social media people, so we are always consuming content. We create content, which, by the way, if you're not following us on Instagram, you need to be TMI Podcast KE, Lydia KM, Murugi Munyi. So we came across this video. It was shared on an Instagram page, and basically it was saying 10 facts about men that you should know.
Yeah. And the word facts.
10 facts
triggered.
Already. Yeah.
Triggered.
Why is that triggering for you? Let's unpack that. Why is that triggering
Why
for you?
is it a fact? A fact about men. It's
Yeah.
like a fact about women. What is one thing we can all agree on? Hardly anything. We can't
There are some basic facts about women. Like, for example, when a woman is on her period, her hormones are whatever, like something biological, a biological fact.
Yeah, I know, but now these are biological.
Oh, these are not. Yeah, so we were like, literally, I watched that video and I immediately sent it to Lydia and I was just like, look at this bullshit, for lack of a better word.
And it was a lady who was there, like, I guess, in agreement.
Okay, I mean, she was looking, you know what, please follow us on Instagram because we're going to put up the video there so you guys can see what the video is about. But basically, it's like some facts we agreed with, some facts. Some facts we agreed with, some facts we didn't. So we just wanted to come and discuss.
Yeah.
So what are these 10 facts about men that we should know? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, fine. We have briefly discussed before now, but we haven't really. Like, we both have thoughts.
Yeah, we do. A lot to unpack. Let's do it.
Yeah. So the first fact about men that we should know is, what one man won't do, I promise another man will. And these facts were being given by a man, by the way. So, what one man won't do, I promise another man will.
I mean, I guess the point of that, I'm trying to, to at
try
least
to
try
understand.
to understand. The point of that being, like, basically don't be somewhere, like, tolerating someone not meeting your needs because somebody else can, right? However, that's just like saying, what one restaurant won't give you, another will, right? But I want the cheesesteak from Ankole Grill.
And now I'm already here. So I know another restaurant in Rongai will give me, but it's there. I'm here right now.
And then it's going to take me so long to finish, to get out of this restaurant, walk all the way back.
I get that. And my question is, okay, is that to say that then this one man is not possible, like, cannot give me the one thing that I want, or cannot do the thing that I want?
I feel like the rule of thumb is not always like one human being is all encompassing. It's more the 80-20 rule, right? If you have 80% of what you're looking for in a person, those are your needs, not just your wants that he's cute, your needs that you need in a relationship. The 20% is just kind of like
Yeah.
20%. Because whenever you go, even when he gives you that 20, there's something else in him that this other one probably has that this one doesn't. So I guess the point is like, yes, don't tolerate not getting everything. But I don't know if that's
it needs to be an important thing, because I guess this is what they call the havoc of choice. It's like you can always choose. There's always something else. And that's the problem with
relationships right now.
Actually, that is 100% the problem. It's always like, you think you do one wrong thing, you're out. You find out on Instagram you've been dumped.
You find out. We will notify you via Instagram.
We will notify you that you have been blocked.
Yeah, I feel like if you take it well, it just means that you shouldn't stick somewhere where you're not really actually being valued or getting what you need. But I personally feel like, think about what the thing is.
How important is that thing?
How important is that thing?
So, for example, if your man won't give you head, because that's an issue that we know that oh, you're out. You're done.
Don't judge my 20%.
I was good to say it's not a core value, but I feel like that's a core value for you.
But that's a core value.
I told you not to make me laugh, Lydia. Please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. So getting head is a core value.
Okay, no, but you get my point. You know? Somebody who cares for you, someone who's present.
No, but also it depends on what stage you are in life. You see, because probably if you're like in early 20s and maybe your goal in relationships is mostly to have fun and to feel sexually,
sex is
whatever, sex, exactly.
But sex is really important to you.
It's true, right?
Mother of three.
It's
true. It definitely is. Don't make it seem like
it's
a young people thing.
Okay. You know, 30s is also young. 30s is also young. I don't know why you always say it like as
the
if
new 20.
Guys, our birthday is next week. Actually, by the way. Actually, by the time you're watching this, my birthday is exactly a week from now.
Yeah,
it's exactly a week from now.
No, it's not.
It is, because my birthday is next Wednesday.
Okay, yeah.
It is, yeah, and yours is on Thursday.
Yeah, it is. So
I mean, how?
I know.
Right? Okay, let's not get off topic.
Let's not.
Yeah, so but anyway, the point, but I guess that we could say is a fact.
Yeah.
And it's not a fact about men, it's a fact about life.
Yeah, even women.
Exactly, even women.
When you bring that, I hope you know you can take it.
Actually,
I hope you can take it.
Actually, please.
Yeah.
Next one. He's gonna cheat if he wants to. It's never your fault.
Someone disagrees, so you go first.
Who is the someone?
She literally nearly removed my wig.
Okay, this is what I
but we agree it's never your fault.
It's never your fault.
However,
I feel like anyone's decisions are always their own decisions. However, I feel like people sometimes use this phrase to absolve themselves of influencing or impacting the decisions that others make. The reality is that when you're in a relationship, a lot of what you do can impact someone else's actions and decisions. Ultimately, it is them who decides to choose. But there are things
it's not going around deciding what to do and then nope, that's on you.
Exactly.
So let me give you a story. Funny enough, I can't even imagine I was thinking like this at that time. So when I was 21, I found out, like, in retrospect, which was really weird. It was a weird hurt, you know? It's like we broke up really peacefully, but I found out like later.
Yeah. When you had healed.
Cheated. Yeah. I hadn't healed per se, but it wasn't like, yeah. So anyway, I found out that he had cheated. And I remember as I was healing, I think I was having a conversation with my mom, and I was just like, I want to see what aspect of our relationship that I contributed to for that to happen, right? And I think my mom's point was that, no, it's never your fault or whatever. Of course, she's going to console me that way. And I agreed.
Moms, love moms.
But I said, if I'm blind to what happened to lead up to that kind of decision, or maybe it was always happening, whatever. If I'm blind to my environment now, I'm always going to be blind in my environment, because I assume that I'm perfect, and I'm doing the best as a girlfriend, and I'm not at all contributing whatsoever, and everyone else is demonic. Whereas maybe it's like, first of all, did I even see any red flags of cheating? Did I consider that? Were there characteristics that I missed? It's not necessarily, and also maybe what was the environment in the relationship? Was he exiting out of maybe something, to do with our relationship? It's not my fault.
Exactly. Actually, it's not
never
about
your fault.
Never
it's
your
more
fault.
about, it's good to look at the relationship holistically to be able to understand, like, okay, what caused him to think or to make that decision. Not because to justify it, just to know.
Exactly. And that being said, there are people who even if things can still be perfect and they will still cheat.
And that's what we're saying, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault. Exactly. Because either way, this person decides to cheat. But there are instances where things could happen which could cause
and it will benefit you to know.
Exactly. It benefits you to know actually. In fact, in most relationships where your partner cheats on you, it's usually so much easier for you to be like high and mighty and just be like, okay, so this person is the low life who cheated and whatever, and you're like, me, I was the perfect one who didn't do anything wrong, and I had nothing to do with the relationship ending. But it's so important to actually go back and think about what could you have done to lead to, or like to, I don't know, influence or impact this ending of the relationship, or like, you know, your partner cheating or whatever.
And funny enough, cheating is like corona. Right? Bear with me.
Tell us.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
You're losing me.
No, stay with me.
Continue.
Stay with me.
Okay.
It's something which has got so much more PR out of other bad things, right? So in a relationship, you find that cheating is a thing someone is being crucified on. But if you look back, there's loads of neglect from the other partner. There's consistent disrespect. There's no space in a relationship for people to feel safe to express themselves. A million other reasons. But because cheating has this kind of, the PR company behind cheating,
it's like the worst.
It's A1, the best. So now you always see it. So now when somebody does cheat, it becomes, that's it. This is the worst thing that's ever happened in the world, so we ignore everything else that potentially was problematic and probably just as impactful to the other person.
And that's where I feel like men sometimes just don't have, like, women have the upper hand, especially when it comes to like social media things. Because like, if for example on social media there's a breakup and it's like apparent like the guy cheated, no one will care what else happened in that relationship. She could have been physically abusing him, neglecting him, as you said, disrespecting him, slapping him. It doesn't matter. As long as he cheated, even a kiss in a club, he's automatically the villain.
And guess what? Funny enough, we don't know why we think that he cheated. It was just assumed.
It's just assumed.
It's actually the weirdest thing I've seen played out, because there's no information whatsoever, and everyone has already decided exactly what happened, how it happened, when it happened, and he's the villain.
So
and guess what? No one knows what even their ins and outs are. It's us who are just playing this out. But you're right, men will get a bad rep there.
They will definitely, I know. And actually, men who cheat, I feel like, get a worse rep than women who cheat. Like, automatically, I think in my head, I'm just like, how many women have you seen crucified on social media?
How many women have you seen being found out?
Exactly.
They're
still cheating. It's just that they're not being found out.
That's the trick. It's about being found out.
It's about being found out.
In Inventing Anna, they say men fall upwards. So it's like you crucify tomorrow. Tomorrow he has a deal with the biggest company in the country. They fall upward. Whereas you are in the dustbin.
You're in the dust.
Being searched for.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, fine. So we have relatively agreed.
We agreed with that, but massive caveat.
Exactly, massive caveat. Okay, fine. Next one. Stop accepting this is just who I am as an excuse for bad behavior.
I feel like we said with this one, we agree to a certain degree, because in the progression of a relationship, it's difficult for you to be so stuck in your ways that something that your partner is consistently pointing out to be problematic stays that way. You know, even that response it's kind of a bit difficult, you know. But we said, if it's something like, I've always been wearing mini skirts and now you don't want me to wear them, when you found me,
who you are.
This is just who I am. And in fact, it might not even be just who I am, but you trying to make me change something which you found me in, that's more the problem, you know.
But the issue, I think, is, for example, there are some things about you that don't become apparent. Like maybe there are some things about you and Mike that you didn't know about him until you moved in together. So now at that point, if this is just who I am, which is, it's true, it is just who you are, but now it's problematic for you. You get what I'm saying? So
if it's something that's encroaching in my needs, in my relationship, that's something which I constantly need to see someone working on.
But this is similar to like point one of like what one man won't do, another person will. It's like, okay, there may be things about your partner that you absolutely don't. Let's give practical examples.
Okay, I can only give the problems which are beyond like basic needs, like my need to be reassured if I'm being emotional, my need to be supported, because one of the ways I receive love is acts of service. It's like, actually, that's a perfect one. You like gifts, that's the way you receive love, and he's refused.
Yeah, because that's just who he is. He's broke, so he can't afford to buy you gifts.
It's not to say about money. He's got the money, that's just not how he does it. Because even see, Valentine was here. Valentine
That's
was
the
here.
same one. What one man won't do, we're told in point number
here.
one.
And people were saying, Ati, I saw on Maureen Bandari's story, I've been married for 6 years. I've explained in all the words in the world that Valentine's means something, do something special. He says he doesn't believe in marriage.
In gift spirit. But you see now that is now the point. It's problematic, but you see now that's the point where you ask yourself, is this problematic enough for me to leave this relationship or leave this marriage? Because you see, it just depends. Okay, he's a great father to my kids. He's amazing with my family. And we have really great sex, but he doesn't buy me gifts. That's the one thing.
Yeah, but
are you leaving the relationship?
But guess what? It's not about gifts to that person. It's the way they receive love. So naturally, without even meaning to, they don't feel loved the way that they want to. For me, it's acts of service, right? Someone told me the other day, like, since I go into a relationship, it's like I never drive myself. But that's
true.
It's true. But that's because acts of service is my love language. So anytime he has an opportunity to do that for me, because he knows really, if I could, I would never drive. I would just be in the back seat. But I try to be in the passenger seat.
She tries.
Anyway, you find that he's loving me the way I want to be loved.
Yeah. I think this actually, the stop accepting this is just who I am. I think it's particularly relevant in, like, if it's actually bad behavior that we're referring to, not just this is a difference in opinion of how people should do things in a relationship. That's different. But if it's like bad behavior, like me, I cheat on you, it's just who I am.
Whoa.
Or I just, if like someone is you live together and he just super untidy, he's always leaving his clothes just in the sitting room on the floor.
That's too much.
You can't
don't know how to be friendly to family members.
Exactly. If it's like an obviously bad thing, that is not acceptable. This is just who I am. But if it's something like, for example, in a fight, every time, because you're Pisces, every time you guys have a fight, you're emotional, you cry. Is that this is just who I am thing?
I don't know.
And he's like, no, it really upsets me when you cry, because I just feel like we are grown adults. Why can't you just we are just having a conversation? Stop crying. Let's just have a conversation. But you're like, no, I just get emotional, and that's just who I am.
That's a really tough one, because even you being emotional, it's like you just get upset.
Exactly. And I'm like, I'm just upset. And you see, how much of yourself can you change for your partner?
And too much change leads to resentment, to be honest. Yeah. I feel like there's a balance, but I think that might be a good one. Yeah. If it's obviously objectively bad behavior, be observant and be keen to not say things like this is who I am, and also to receive that, because especially in the beginning, if this is who I am is being said in the beginning,
we are 3 months in, and this is just who I am.
In the beginning, they are never who they are.
No. Who you want them to be. They're only who they are.
So if month 3 he's telling you, this is just who I am, I have so many friends, so you want me to stop being friends with my girlfriends?
Done. Good night.
Collect yourself.
Exactly. Gather yourself.
Gather. Let's go.
Let's live together. Okay, so that one we have said we are like, stop accepting this is just who I am when it comes to bad behavior. Yeah. But like we are on the fence on everything else. Yeah. Agreed. Next one, when he shows you how he feels about you, believe him. Keyword, shows you, not tells you. Shows you.
Out here, you guys are believing words.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, stay woke. Stay woke. You can't just believe words. And it's good to have, I think words and actions complement each other.
And you said that before. And absolutely.
Yeah, they complement each other. I love you. And you show me you love me. Because then again, when you're being shown and he's not saying it, then now it becomes a problem. But I think that's a really important one.
That's a really important one.
And men are showers. It's us who are
exactly.
I'm legally blind.
I can't see nothing.
But you know the truth.
And this person might be saying the things which are like, no, but you're making a big deal out of nothing. Or, like you're just whatever. No. See, I told you yesterday. I even told you. No.
Yeah.
Usually you know.
Yeah, you
do.
And
the thing is that women, I feel like we are so blessed. I don't know if it's blessing or a curse, that we are so blessed with like intuition. You can always tell.
You can.
Like when something,
I think sometimes that's a curse. I feel like, God, you can take that back. No, I'm joking.
Like
because the problem sometimes is like your intuition versus what you actually have in front of you as evidence are not the same thing. Exactly. So then now you have to kind of dumb this down because your intuition is telling you something, but can you show me? Exactly. Can you show me where it is?
He tells you that you're a priority to him, but yet you guys see each other once a month and you live in the same city. He's told you one thing, but he's showing you something completely different.
I feel like if all else fails, look at his actions.
Oh yeah, please.
If all else, if you're confused,
look at the actions. Absolutely. So we agree with that one.
Yeah.
We agree with that one. Next one, men will do anything for a woman they want to be with.
I personally feel yes to that, but it's limited to the capacity of the individual, right? Your capacity to love, your capacity to reason, your capacity to deal with emotions, all of it, right? I'll give an example. I believe that my man loves me, and he showed me that with words and actions. However, if I'm dealing with something difficult, let's say, and maybe I'll get emotional. I can see how he has limited capacity about how to deal with that really kind of in the way that I need. It's something which is like, it's coming along as we go.
Even if he wants to, even like he badly wants to be there for you. I get
badly.
I get that.
There's a limit to everyone's capacity for whatever reason, right? For example, if somebody who has poor money habits, right? And they have all the money in the world, but you see them squander it, and they could be doing better for themselves. Forget you, themselves. Themselves they can. So I feel like that should always be around the capacity of the person.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't.
Exactly. So for example, also how, I mean, culturally, in African culture, men are not like raised to show emotion or like to make themselves vulnerable, same kind of thing. So maybe they want to, anything which you're requiring from them is like, babe, I really need for you to not avoid me when we have fights. I need you to communicate with me and say, I felt hurt when you did this or you said this, but how long is it going to take a man to be able to say that? He can love you with all the love,
heart,
all of the love.
Limited capacity in that muscle. Yeah. It's a muscle which you have to get stronger. The same as women. I feel like we are not also perfectly made. It's like we have some muscles which we've gotta exercise. You know, even us allowing them to be vulnerable is a muscle we are working on.
Right? John is always saying a man can cry but not for more than a minute.
Who?
Me.
I know.
Yeah. Like, why are you crying for so
long? I don't know
long?
if I want that to be our tagline, Joe.
It's not. When you have a son. Ooh. Yeah, but even still, why is he crying for so long?
Okay, we'll come back to that.
We should, but like, you see, so this is a problem. This is what we're saying is a problem, you know, but we're working on it, guys. Yeah. We're working on it. So for that, we have said men have the potential to be able to do anything for a woman they want to be with. But also, okay, we're not talking about the small things. So for example, you guys have gone on a date and you've gotten back home. He's like, text me when you get home, when you guys have left each other. And you get home, you've texted him, he's not responded. Things like that, like bare minimum things.
If the man is,
bare minimum things. If the man is not doing it, it's because he doesn't want to.
There's the things
not calling
you
those. The basics. He's not calling you. It has been a week. You guys have not talked, and you are the one who's reaching out. It has been like they're very basic things. You guys have never gone on a date, and you have been in the talking stage for 7 months.
Lack of interest.
Yeah. That's one for sure.
Yeah, there's somewhere where the interest a man has, you can see it takes them.
Exactly.
You can actually see that, okay, this one he's doing really because he loves me.
Exactly. Yeah. Other ones, no. So there also it's like 50-50. If it's small things, come on. I mean, he should be putting the effort. But the big things, it depends, as we've said, based on childhood traumas, cultural differences, whatever. Next one. You shouldn't have to tell a grown-ass man how to love you.
Disagree
100%.
Disagree 100%.
How will he know?
From that point, we are not talking about the basics, right? I don't need to tell you that I want to be called and ask how my day is.
Yes.
You know, things like that. Or maybe even texting. At least he's communicating.
Yeah.
But you are a unique person. The way Joe likes to be loved is nowhere near how I like to be loved.
Absolutely,
and vice versa.
Yeah.
So you have to tell your man to a T. Even love language are different.
Yeah, exactly.
So why do you expect him to just wake up and know? I've shared this before. I was with somebody whose love language was gifts. And me, I'm an acts of service person. So you help me when I'm really busy, I will feel way more loved.
Yeah.
And now he just doesn't know how to love me. Why should I not tell him, hey, by the way, I love the gifts and everything like that, but I would love if you know?
Yeah.
Of course, I actually feel it's so empowering.
Exactly.
To believe that it's my job to articulate to someone how I like being loved.
I absolutely agree with you. What is Mike's love language?
Mike's love language is acts of service, the first one, and quality time, which is perfect because our first ones are the same. So we give
but
that
your second one
easily.
is words of affirmation, right?
Yeah, so that one's the only different one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. But I agree with you. I feel also very empowered at the fact that I can tell you the things that I like. Like, we are definitely not all the same. There are some people who after sex will want to cuddle, others don't want to cuddle at all. So to assume that we are all just the same is absolutely
I think it's actually the problem.
It's the problem.
If you go into that idea in a relationship, you're like, why is he not responding like my ex? Because he's not your ex.
Exactly.
This is not the things that he likes. Yeah, I think it's important. And women are taking massive L's from this idea. He should know. Why does he just know?
Let me tell you something. Like even Valentine's.
Oh my God, I was going to give an example. Valentine's.
You already know Valentine's is a week away, but your man has not said anything. The day is approaching, and you're setting yourself up for failure because the last 2 times he has forgotten.
Why
are you not telling him? And by the way, some things that people would say it's basic, but honestly, it's not. When I met my husband, in their family, they never celebrated birthdays ever. So the first year, when it was my birthday, we were not dating yet, but like we had been like kind of chatting, and like he didn't really do anything for me, and I was just like, you knew it was my birthday, right? It's like, yeah, I knew. So I told you happy birthday. I know the fact that we're married today is how. But anyway, you see, for him, that's just how he was raised. He didn't realize birthdays are such a big deal. And for me, it was the complete opposite. Like, the world has stopped
when
on
it's
this
someone's
week.
birthday.
When
my
it's
mom
someone's
used to
birthday.
bake
I know.
birthdays in school. I was the head of life on my birthday. Yeah, it's very, very different.
And you see, it's so different. So the cultural difference there, obviously, it's like I needed to tell him.
Yeah.
And even now, how we operate is that he knows to make it a big deal, but sometimes I will still remind him and tell him, babe, by the way, my birthday is next week.
Yeah.
And I even send him links of things. These are options of gifts you can buy me, because my love language is gifts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, here are options of gifts you can buy me.
Yeah, somebody asked me on my page on Valentine's Day. It was actually on Valentine's Day, which was even more traumatic. Should I be upset, or is it worrying if all my man has said is Happy Valentine's Day? And I said, did you communicate that you wanted more? And somebody responded to my answer and said that even he should know, men should know these things. I'm just like, for me, the way I like to do it is empower yourself with saying what you want. And when you don't get it, it's a problem with him. But if you don't empower your sense of choice and your voice to be able to communicate your needs, you can't say it's him. Yeah. Because you haven't even tried. You haven't communicated. Yeah, I feel like that's why I more say communicate. Not because some people don't know and maybe they're trying to not show. But at the end of the day, you haven't communicated
exactly.
it.
But also, okay, I don't know if this is a but or this is an and. But there are some things that you only should have to say once.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say you've already said, Valentine's is a big deal to you.
I don't know how we're arguing about that, because that is only an excuse for you to show me that you love me a little extra.
So why would you not? What is the fight? Yeah,
I always struggle with that.
Yeah, and okay, fine. So if the first time maybe he forgot or something, or you hadn't mentioned, or you hadn't communicated that you're expecting something, and then now you do. Next time, I don't expect to be having the exact same conversation
because
with you.
Now
that's when
you are being told.
Exactly.
He's telling you how it's gonna go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then now the ball is in your court, and now you have to decide what are you going to do with that information, because now he has done what? He has shown you how he feels about you, and now you must believe him.
And I think that's why some people don't share, because once they do, they know it's up to them to actually make a decision.
Girl.
Ding ding.
Ding ding. Ding ding. Next one. If he loves you the way he claims he does, then his actions should show it. I think that's similar to when he shows you how he feels about you, believe him.
Yeah, and we did say, even if a man loves you, he'll do anything or whatever. I feel all of these are it's like, yes, but know the limits of the person.
Exactly, yeah.
I always think of like our dads have substance abuse issues, and you think that it's not that they didn't love them. It's just there's something there
blocking their ability to connect with someone else,
connect and communicate the way that they probably would want to.
Exactly.
So obviously that's an extreme case, but I feel like a lot of those things are in there. So it's good to, okay, I can see the effort, but also know when the limit of the person is there.
Yeah. And I feel like when we talk about equating love directly with exactly what someone does physically, I feel like sometimes it can get a bit dangerous, because like now it's like saying, if my man really loved me, he would have bought me the Range Rover that he said that I have asked for.
It's extreme.
It is
He'll
obviously
find a way.
Yeah, it is obviously very limited, both physically, emotionally, financially. I mean, based off of like things. What else is happening in your life? Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Is he going through something in his personal life that is hindering him from being able to, you know, be
is
vulnerable?
Is that even a priority
exactly.
in this life
you know,
right now?
there are so many things, but this is not the basics. This is not
Not
the
the basics.
Please, let us we have already said, okay, guys?
But basic respect, common decency, and showing up for you, those are basics.
The basics, exactly. So we do agree that, again, with a big caveat. Next one, second last one. Give no second chances. Men are fully aware of their actions.
Who is this?
How?
Which Steve wrote this?
Where?
If we
James?
deserve and we like and we need second chances, why shouldn't men get second chances? Again, with a massive limit to what you believe you should give a second chance to.
Exactly.
But it actually, in fact, I read that this unforgiving and really fixed view of relationships is actually a sign of insecurity.
Exactly.
You know?
This having ultimatums of this
black
the
and
day
white.
It ever happens,
It's
a divorce.
You know, it's super extreme. Having
and toxic.
Having an inflexible view of human beings and relationships isn't a sign of somebody who's being secure. And we're not saying that you can't have your limits. You absolutely can. But it needs to be from seeing someone as a human being the same way that you are. You do wrongs. It's just because your wrongs are not the same as his. So now you think you're perfect.
Exactly.
You know, so I feel like there needs to be flexibility. And
there
I'm learning that now, like day by day. It's like the humanity in someone needs room.
Exactly.
It's not just perfection.
Yeah. I am a Christian, in case you don't know. I know sometimes they just talk nonsense here, so you think I'm a Christian. But I am, and the Bible says that we should love our partners. This is in the context of marriage, but you should love your partner the way God loves the church. And the church is constantly sinning against God. Like they literally say, forgive your partner 70 times 7 times.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is not referring to like the big things. Oh, he slapped me, now I must forgive him. There are so many modalities
and
to forgiveness
to someone
and
as well.
Exactly, and to someone else. So it's not to say that now everything deserves a second chance, like you said. It's just like it's like you weigh up and be like, have I seen enough? You know, like, are you sorry for what you've done? Whatever.
Yeah, are we working on it?
Are we
What
working
is
on
happening?
it? How are we
There's
going
so
to avoid
much
it
more to
happening?
consider.
But we cannot say give no second chances.
Yeah.
And it's not the same as social media. I'm always seeing someone saying that once is a mistake, twice is a choice, or twice is a decision.
Yeah.
And it's like, it depends.
Yeah, and also now if you start seeing a pattern, then now you
then you do something about
but
it.
But
Exactly.
in the second chances, I feel like be open to that. Rihanna and ASAP, they dated before, and here they are again. Now
they dated before?
Yeah.
What had he done? Why did they break up?
I don't know.
Oh, look at me automatically
thinking, what
did
him. I know, even me, I was
because she's perfect.
She is perfect.
She's perfect.
She is.
It's not her.
It can never be.
It was never her.
Yeah.
Thank
but
you.
She's a Pisces, so I know it's
She's a Pisces.
Yeah.
When's her birthday?
Yesterday. How do you not know?
I don't even know. Oh, wow. Oh, actually,
Riri.
I saw somebody posting about Queen Riri.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Our queen.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so it's so interesting that a man would be saying give no second chances to men. Like he's
But I feel like there's this toxic little vibe of men who are acting like they're perfect on TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And always like, the ones who are doing like this, often shirtless.
It's giving
Derek
shirtless. Jackson
Ooh,
vibes.
It is.
It's giving what you're preaching and what you're doing might not be the same. And also, what does it benefit you to put all these things up? It's like someone is going to call you out on it. And then,
exactly.
Because you're definitely going to need a second chance soon.
Yep, you are. Last one. Actually, these are 9. They're not 10. Oh. Last one. You're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong man. Discuss. So 20 marks.
20 marks. I've definitely seen evidence of this. I remember in a previous relationship where I felt like my basic needs being met in a relationship. I'm somebody who's really keen on being supported. No, actually, no, he was fairly supportive, but having my emotional needs, feeling like I have a home for my emotions, it's really important. Also feeling like I can be myself. Yeah. For whatever reason,
that's like the most important.
Yeah, it's the most important.
So you don't have to be pretending.
You don't have to pretend.
And
you
like when you're together, it's like you've held your breath, and when they leave, it's like
And I saw that if you are around people who you are not aligned with in your soul, you're always exhausted because you're acting. But when you're around someone, and maybe before I used to say I really needed like 2 or 3 days to myself. But now. One night without my man.
This guy, she's like,
why?
How?
You know,
I sleep in.
because it's peaceful. It's just peaceful. So I just feel like I will never get tired of you. Yeah. You can just hang out.
You can be whoever you want to be. And today you can be tired Lydia. Tomorrow you can be excited Lydia. And all versions of you are welcome.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I feel like, what was the point again?
I was even trying to remember. I was like, wait, it really feels like you're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong one.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. That's it.
Oh, God. I was also like, wait.
What I was trying to get there. Anyway, I realized that you aren't actually asking for too much. Yeah. And that person is going to make you feel like it's too much because of their limited capacity or their limited desire to give it to you. Yeah. But when you do, you will actually find that you weren't asking for half because you're getting way more than you ever were asking. Yeah. So that means you're definitely asking the wrong person. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I feel like also this one, there's also a caveat. Just as with most things, there's also a caveat. There's no way I'm going to be exactly. And he does not have Range Rover money right now. It's like, okay, you're asking the wrong person. Fine, go find the man who's going to buy you a Range Rover after 2 months of dating.
Now what?
Yeah.
We'll see.
So yeah, but
they're there. Yeah, they're there. But
exactly. But if it's things like basic respect, if it's things like, I don't know, complimenting me, being treated like a human being, kind of thing. Yeah. The problem with such things is that usually by the time you realize how narcissistic your person is, I feel like sometimes it's so far in the relationship. And why is that? Why is it at the beginning you never actually see the narcissism?
No, funny enough, it's especially with people with narcissistic tendencies, there's so much love bombing. There's so much love bombing in the beginning. So when they do withdraw and they start showing their true colors, you're always hanging on to this. And that's the best way to hook someone to anything. Start off at your best.
Oh my God.
Tinder swindler,
yes.
That because character is credit, Yes. Character is credit. Now Jo has been an amazing friend to me for 10 years. Yeah. When she does something wrong, I'm always willing to look back at the credit. At the credit that she has built at the credit that she's built up of our life. So that's kind of why it happens that way.
So unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to like basic things where it's like, especially some of the DMs you guys send us, guys of TMI Talk, or, on TMI Podcast KE Instagram page, it's like you already know you're complaining about this man not doing the bare minimum. Like literally, you're like, he doesn't even like my family. It's been 3 years. I've never even met a single friend of his. He does this. He doesn't call me. But he's a nice guy.
Yeah. So I know sometimes there's you are more attached to the idea of him and the idea of what you guys could be that it's you're ignoring who he is. Yeah. And actually I think that's why women stay in relationship for so long. Because we romanticize so much. We already have seen our wedding. We know how our kids will look like.
And letting
so
go
when
of
you're
that dream
hot,
is too painful.
It's actually, to be honest, I feel like that's what you mourn. It's not him.
And then
you
also
mourn the story you had created.
And you're also mourning you see, because if you feel like you trust yourself, having to admit that Mike was a bad choice of partner would mean you admitting that you don't know yourself as well as
you are poor judge of character.
And so then therefore, and on top of that now, especially with social media, is everybody saying, oh, so you were so sure about him. Now you're not so sure.
Oh my God.
Hey, so you didn't know what you're talking about. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Let me tell you guys, every time there's some breakup or some saga we all shudder. We all shudder. We are all like, God, you are a true God. Give me the eyes if I do not have them.
That being said, I feel like we should extend grace to people who are having to go through public breakups.
I think we should really extend grace. We should also remember like our time. But as people always say, but see, they were showing us, but they were showing you your joy. Doesn't mean that they are happy to have to be ridiculed in their pain.
And think of how painful it was when you had your breakup and literally
it was
only
private.
you and your two sisters
as opposed to you trending.
Now imagine.
Yeah, I think there should be way more grace.
There should be a lot more grace.
And you know what I'm trying to tell myself? Like I can't think that, oh wow, oh my God, what if it happens?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine you don't die.
Nobody is safe. In whose hands?
In whose hands are we safe?
In whose hands? Yeah.
And I always say, everyone is sure. You're sure about yours. I'm sure about mine.
Everybody's sure.
But then people break up.
All the time.
There's what I always wonder, what makes me different?
Nothing.
You know? Absolutely nothing. So it's just like me and God. Prayers.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Do your best, and then you can't even hold your breath.
Yeah.
You can't.
Man, we're so far off the point that we had started talking about, but like at least.
But it's still a sermon.
It's still a sermon. Exactly. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about these 10, or rather there were 9. Yeah. These 9 facts about men that we should know. Do you guys agree with them? Do you guys agree with what we have said? We really want to hear from you guys. And if you're listening on our podcast platform, if it's Spotify, I think there's a question that we have for you to answer. And you can always DM us on Instagram as well, TMI Podcast KE or Lydia KM or Murugi Munyi. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can obviously comment down below. We want to hear what you guys think about
definitely this one is definitely we want to hear, because
we want to hear
some people believe this for sure, whereas us we had a lot of buts in most of them.
Actually like almost 100%.
Because I feel like they're so extreme, and men are human, you know.
Exactly. In 2022, by the way, I don't think there's anything we're saying as a fact.
I
think it's a fact. Exactly. Nothing is a fact.
Truth be told, guys, let's just confess the truth. We do shoot sometimes 2 episodes. So sometimes we can't see your comments from your previous one. And that's why sometimes we just shot it. So that's why sometimes we skip
Hey in between us.
TMI shout.
TMI shout. It can be whatever we want it to be.
Hey, in between us. That's what happens. But guys, we always see your comments and we respond to as many as we can, and we appreciate you so much. So the comments we're going to be reading from is from our latest episode. It's actually latest episode 31, which is a Q&A.
Exactly.
And we loved your questions, and I think we tried to answer.
We tried to answer, exactly,
to the best
as
of our
many
ability.
As we could.
So we're gonna be sharing some feedback and give you guys some shout out so that you can know that we see you. We know you see us, but we see you too.
The first one I've seen is from this babe called Lynette. She's like, I love it when you guys are matchy. You look so good. Thank you for the great 31. Today we are the opposite of matchy.
We went all the way out.
Exactly. Sometimes we're just like, some days look exactly the same. Other days,
it's like,
do what you want.
Do what you want.
And
today
is
balance. One of the days.
Balance.
For sure. I'll read this one because it's about me. I have been having a feeling Lydia is older than Mike. Thanks, she confirmed. I like the confidence. She says it as it is. It's not about age anyway. She's happy. So when people say things like that, it's like one of those, wow, you're so confident about the way you live. It's like,
you've admitted you had lipo. It's like you've admitted it.
Whoa. You know, it's honestly, I've been talking about this on my page for
all the time
for kind of a while. I personally, because of my own limiting beliefs about like age differences, it took a while. But now I'm like, so you leave then. See, they're older men, so you go. Then you realize it's not really about age.
Absolutely, someone else says, I love it when Murugi says, we love you in between us. We love you too.
We love you in between
We love you. Sorry, let me read another one.
Go on.
Someone says, you guys are iconic. You have no idea the impact you are having on our lives. How about a hangout with TMI at 50K subscribers? I'm getting all my coworkers to subscribe to this channel. Shout out to anyone who tells other people about us.
You always do. You send people, you send your links to WhatsApp. You send us conversations of what you guys are talking about in your WhatsApp groups about TMI. We love it so much, guys. But we can actually make this a promise. We're going to have a live episode this year.
We must. And we will all meet.
We
will all meet. You guys, us guys, we are meeting.
For sure. Somebody said the compliment part got me. Some guys think, quote, you are not like other girls is a compliment. We need to learn how to compliment others without shaming others. Love this episode. That is Jacinta Mwangi. You're not reading their name.
Sorry. We should say the name as well.
Thank you, Jacinta. And it's true. If you have to make one group feel a certain way to compliment me, hold your compliment.
Actually, I wish people can just compliment without like having to say the negative aspect of it. Like the other day someone messaged me, like when I was talking about, it's been 2 months since I quit vaping, and they were like, hey, wow, this makes me feel so good. Actually, that was the one thing I hated most about you, but now I was just like, why did you have
the audacity in your DM
you hate about me? That was one thing you hated about me, like. And I was just like, why did you feel the need to mention that? Like, it was so perplexing to me. I'm like, you could have just complimented me and that's it.
This is one I get consistently. When I first came on your page, I thought you were just like such a stuck-up person, you know? I was like, why is she faking this accent? But now by the time I'm reading 3 lines of just straight insults, I'm out.
And it's like, but now I love you. I love you, Lid. Your greatest fan. Let's get in the habit of just complimenting somebody.
Just go straight
to
I love you. You're amazing.
Okay, the last one I'll read is from Dua Washuka. You are asking, where did the games go? That segment was really fun. And I saw you answering that on our Insta stories, which follow us, TMI Podcast KE. We stopped doing the games because we decided to pause. Let's say we paused that segment because we realized a lot of the people who are listening on podcast platforms, which is like Spotify, Castbox, whatever, are not being able to interact with the game as much as we would.
They actually have no idea what's
going on. They have no idea what's happening. And it's only our YouTube family who we love you guys, but we didn't feel like it was fair to the podcast community. And we are actually a podcast. Yeah. So we didn't feel like it was fair to isolate them. So we're still trying to see how we can incorporate that element without isolating those guys. So we're still trying to see how it's going to work, but we will let you guys know as soon as we have figured it out.
100%. Sorry, my phone locked.
Oh wow.
Okay, Susan Mutinda is saying, it is the encourage yourself in the Lord for me. I love these two. Ati, hey babe. Yeah, sorry. You look gorgeous in the matching outfits. Love you too.
Thank you. We love you guys so much. Thank you for every time you comment on anything. Anytime you send us a message. Anytime you like. Anytime you comment. Anytime you share. Anytime you save. You are supporting us.
100%. And guys, the way we are growing has more to do. Yes, we do work hard to bring you the content, but it has more to do with the response of you guys, the way you share it, the way you've made yourself. We've created a community of in-betweeners. So you have a big part to play in our success.
And we love you. Our final segment for this episode, guys, is TMI Talk, which is obviously the segment where we give you guys advice on an issue or like a life dilemma that you guys are dealing with. Most of these come in through our Instagram DMs, TMI Podcast KE. So always feel free to let us know whatever issue you're dealing with, whether it's a work thing, a career thing, I don't know, hair thing, skin thing, relationship thing, literally anything. You can talk to us. We are not your big sisters. We are just your sisters.
Just because we are thinking you guys will start saying large sisters.
Now please, now please. Just sisters. Yeah. Our birthdays are next week, but you know, we're just with a mild 32, I'm turning. A mild 32. I mean. All right, so this lady wrote to us and she said, "Good evening, TMI. I kindly need your advice in my relationship. I've been dating this guy for 5 years now, whom we are both 25 years. Presidential term. Okay, but they are 25 now. So we started dating at 20. Acceptable. If you were 30, we would not be accepting this DM. And we did our introduction last year in DEC. Okay, so things have been progressing. So we started living together, and he often goes out most nights to party with his friends." Sounding very Ayana and
oh my God, right? I was about to say, here comes Jared.
Please watch Love is Blind, guys, so we can discuss it in the next episode. Please, guys. So he goes out most nights to party with his friends. These are the responses he gives me when I ask him. 1, he says that he's still young and I should not stop him from enjoying his youth. 2, he says that he's stressed because his business isn't going as it should, but he has money to go out. 3, he wants his own time with his friends, and if I want to go out, I should also go. So like, he's not at you go with me, at we are going together, at he wants his time with his friends, so you can also go. Wow. Anyway, so I feel really bad of this because for me, at my age, most of my friends are married and already have children. Oh my God, women,
25.
25, women. Yeah. So I don't have friends to also go out with and be equal. And also, I usually feel so hard going for parties without him, especially in clubs. Women, what should I do? Should I let him continue partying until he gets tired and stops, or should I leave him and move on with my life? I have thoughts. I feel like
at 5 years, he was like this.
Yeah.
He was like this.
But maybe it wasn't so apparent because he was not coming back home to your house which you're living in together.
But you probably knew he was going out because he tells you he was going out.
Yeah.
At five, the reason why it sounds like he's so adamant is like, wait, why?
And this is one of the points we talked about. Yeah. Like, this is who I am.
This is who I am. Especially if it's something which has been consistently happening for 5 years.
I don't think he's just
when it stops, I don't think so. And I always say that it's good to see the progress of how somebody's going. But year 2, if he's still going out consistently to a problematic degree, I personally feel like going out weekdays unless you're working. I don't know.
I mean, and it depends. Like, okay, are we going out like we are going out for drinks and I'm home by like 10? Or is it like you're going out partying, you're getting home drunk at 4 a.m.?
I feel like it's a 4 a.m. one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
And this is why I feel like sometimes it appears that it's problematic when you date a man your age or younger. Although Lydia is not struggling because you and Mike have very, very similar dispositions, especially when it comes to like the work ethic, things like that. I mean, you would not be like, oh, his business is not going well, so therefore he's out partying.
Oh, no.
How?
The way we are thinking is different. Also, me and him go out pretty much everywhere. If he has a thing with his friend, I'll go with him.
Now you see,
and vice versa.
Her man doesn't want to go with her. He wants to hang out with his friends. And he's like, if you want to go out, you go. And you see the mismatch.
And that's the truth.
And it's the truth.
That's the truth.
But hey,
I think there's a
this one is
massive
hard,
mismatch
small,
here.
yeah.
It is. For me, it's. I think I actually started seeing a red flag in a relationship I was once in when I was being left. He doesn't care to be going out. He wants to be out elsewhere. Sometimes that's a form of kind of escaping looking at himself through you for whatever reason. If someone is lying to you, they tend to want to avoid you because they're going to see what they're doing to you through your eyes, you know? So there's so many things that come with someone just kind of wanting to be away and they're not including you, because I feel like a fair compromise might be, okay, like, you know, if really he is trying to find a compromise between you, it would be like, okay, you know, babe, I do like to go out with your guys. And I personally feel like everyone should have every so often some time that has nothing to do with their partner.
Every so often, not most nights though in a week.
Not most nights in a week, no.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so for me, the red flag is not even the fact that he goes out, is the fact that he doesn't seem at all to even be like considering like, oh, how is it that this is hurting? The fact that to him, you're complaining about your discomfort means nothing to him. It's just like,
actually, that's
this is how I am.
In
That's
all
the
problems,
issue.
so many things are workable, but if somebody is open and willing to hear it, you know, you're learning each other. So the idea is that you need to get over it. I think that's what's problematic.
I hate that actually, that's the red flag. That the red flag of like, you just need to get over it. You just need to be comfortable with it. Yeah. That's the problem. But I don't think we can give you like this is what you should either leave or you should stay. I feel like those are really extremes. Those are really extremes. I feel like if you guys have already done introduction, I feel like there's something worth fighting for. I feel like there is something worth fighting for. I think maybe you can consider therapy. Maybe you can consider.
I even think like even Michelle said this. Like Michelle Obama said this. She was like, "There's a time when
your bestie from
when they became parents, he still had time to go to the gym and take care of himself. And she started resenting him, so she took him to therapy. And the therapist told her, why don't you go to the gym?
Kate is always saying this also, by the way.
It's like you also create a life for yourself outside the relationship, and whatever he's doing with his life might not be so problematic. And more you find that, the more you create your life, the more he's actually kind of like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
Where are you going?
I'm just with my friends.
No, even me, I'll go.
So maybe you need to spend more time making friends.
Yeah, create more of a life outside him, especially when it's like social, so that you don't feel so dependent.
Because I guess you don't. It's the beginning of their marriage, so probably she's thinking we should be more this, not more this.
And that's the truth. But we're here now. So I feel like a workable way is to try and actually cultivate something which makes you feel more focused with him. If he has got a problem with drinking until 4 in the morning, even on weekdays, that's worth discussing.
Also, I feel like this is a really great time for you to be questioning whether you want. Are you serious?
Sorry, it was automatic.
Okay. We pause. After giving a solid point, you're like, no, I can relax.
Oh my God, automatic. I'm sorry.
Y'all don't even know what she was about to do. Y'all don't even know. Anyway, I was just about to say that I feel like this is a really great time for you to be asking these questions because you are yet to get married. Living together, having done introduction, it's like you have committed, but you're not yet as committed. So if you are making the decision to leave the relationship or to like draw a boundary of saying, babe, if you're going to be together, I'm going to need you to show these kinds of changes, or I'm not comfortable with you doing this and this and this, and you don't see those kind of changes, and now it's like, okay, you decide what you want to do. This is the time to make those decisions before Rurasho and Gurario and Itara and your actual wedding.
Yeah. It's true. My goodness. Yeah, that's the only way. But me personally, I thank God, because those kind of things is like, it's bad, but it's like, it's not, you're not hurting me. Yeah. But it's a problem,
They are. Probably when he's out, she's feeling like, what is so much more fun out there that you would rather not be with me? It's like you're so stressed about your job that you don't want to be with me. That's
him wanting to involve her. I think
I need time alone with my friends. Like,
and if it's like once,
but
I mean, if it's all the time, I think that might be a problem, Han.
Guys, if you have any more advice for her, please leave for her in the comments or DM us on Instagram so that we can share with this babe. We really hope that we have helped you with I don't know, an idea of what perhaps you can do.
Yeah, we hope so too. Like relationships are, you know, the reason why we're even like, is because maybe we have never passed that situation, or we can see why it's such a big dilemma. But we like the dilemmas, which is like we are not sure.
We are not exactly.
We like
not
that's
the one
an actual
for
dilemma.
Beating me every day for the past 2 years.
What should I do? Yeah, we like this one.
Exactly.
You know? But yeah, anyway, guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode 32. We're episode Joanne. Episode Joanne. Episode Joanne. Yeah, I'm
actually excited about turning 32. Guys, by the time you watch the next episode, I will already be 32.
Yeah, I'll be turning 31 the next day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're like that.
Yeah, fantastic.
This is so meant to be.
Literally, she could have been born any of the other 364 days in the year, but the day after mine is when she was born.
Yes, and we're gonna have a little thing where we're gonna celebrate on Saturday. We'll keep you posted on our Instagram.
Follow us, please.
Yes.
Follow us, guys. We love you so much. Thank you for watching. If you are not already subscribed, we ask you kindly before you click off this video, please subscribe to this channel. We just really want you to be part of the family. We want you to be notified every time we have any kind of content up, and we just want you to be part of the in-between.
Yes, and all podcast platforms have somewhere to subscribe. There's a plus button somewhere around in your phone somewhere. Check it. It's there. Subscribe to our channels as well there, so we can be one big in-between family.
We love you guys. See you next time. Mwah.